In the modern age, a lot of people like to say they're introverted, but many of them aren't. Many of them are just extroverts who have been absolutely crippled by social anxiety. And for years, I was the same way. For years, I thought I was an introvert because I thought I didn't like talking to people, and I didn't really have many friends, and I was really awkward in conversations and stuff like that. And I thought that only extroverts could be good at that sort of stuff. I thought that extroverts are automatically good at talking to people and they're automatically confident, but I didn't know that that wasn't true. The definitions are pretty simple. I haven't looked in the dictionary, to be quite honest, but it's basically just, if you're an introvert, socializing drains your energy. And if you're an extrovert, you get energy from socializing, so it increases your energy. And that's pretty much the easiest way to determine whether you're an introvert or an extrovert. It's not how many friends you have or how good you are at talking to people, because those things can apply to both sides. You could be an introvert who's really good at talking to people, and you could be an extrovert who fucking sucks at talking to people, like I was. Now, the things that you see on all these articles and generic YouTube videos about how to tell whether you're an introvert or an extrovert, a lot of them are kind of useful, but they're mostly just bullshit. The thing that helped me the most to determine what I was, because I didn't know for a while, I wasn't actually quite sure, but then I kind of looked into it and I realized, well, hey, I was this class clown motherfucker who, whenever I was sitting around my friends at the back of the class, I would be loud as fuck, especially at lunchtimes, for example, when there wasn't a teacher. I would literally fucking shout sometimes, and the class would have people in it. There would be like probably 10 other people in the same room as us, and I'll be fucking shouting because of this like game we were playing or whatever. And I wasn't only loud with my friends in a secluded classroom. I remember there being a couple of times where I would hear someone make like a funny noise, like they would shout or grunt or something, and my little retarded ass would do the same thing back. So I'd be like walking down the hallway and I'd hear someone shout, and then I'd make the same noise but louder. And I don't think an introvert would do that, honestly. I don't think they would. It's funny because I had the confidence to do that stuff, but I didn't have the confidence to really talk to people. So if I had a new class and there were some people around me who I hadn't met before, I would just be fucking sitting there, like on my phone, on Discord or whatever, being antisocial as fuck. I've got some baby chickens over there. They're pretty crazy. They're cute as hell. But anyway. Yeah. If you're like super loud with friends and stuff, That could be a sign. And another sign is if you regret not saying things. So, and this doesn't have to be in the context of friends. I found that for a while I didn't even have friends, and I thought that, well, I mean, that must definitely mean I'm an introvert, right? But I never really considered stuff like family gatherings. Because at family gatherings, I would happily talk. We would get into fucking deep conversations. I would be talking just like everyone else. And that's another thing that I don't think introverts would do. I think they would just sit there and soak it all up and maybe mumble a thing or two here and there. Maybe I could be completely wrong with this. Maybe I'm off the mark by a fucking mile, but if you're an extrovert and you think of something to say and you think it will add to the conversation and you don't say it, then you'll most likely regret it. And that happened to me lots of times. I'd think of something cool to say, something that really adds to the conversation, or something I just want to personally add. And then the conversation would go on, and I wouldn't find a place to, like, the conversation wouldn't pause. I didn't have an opportunity to say anything. So I didn't. Just stayed silent. And then at the end of it, or afterwards, fucking days afterwards, I would think about it, how I didn't say anything. And how would this have gone on if I said this? Introverts don't do that. Introverts just don't say anything, and then they're happy with that because they're not like super social people. And once I truly overcame social anxiety, my confidence went through the roof, and I like unleashed my extrovert power. That sounds kind of cringe, but I think you get the gist. I was able to actually socialize, not have crazy social anxiety, and just realize my extroversion, I guess. I hope this video could help you do the same. If you're socially retarded and you want to improve that, then click the link in the description and you can become a social Chad.